Hello, everybody. It's Exorcist here, and today I'm going to be drawing something from my friends. As you see here, I don't really want to know the clothing pile out somewhere. I'm going to draw this for one of my friends. She used to really love vegan, and just like it. Try to it was stuck everyone I guess not the OU or anything. I kinda want to do an extra shot, so not that. Everyone was trying to get me to do doing it right. And me fine, models are the forward models, and sometimes what you do, sometimes just one of them actually has like I don't know, one of them has like a male has the ability to articulate his arms like straight down like a normal human, and the female has her eyes. The female is just being able to go properly 20% sooner. And I should have what I'm gonna do there, and then it's like, well, I'll just put a picture of an there and go from there, but it doesn't really like it in albums. So, I don't know. I kind of really want it. The thing to do with dark booze for everyone. Maybe someone else. On but it only if you're so the main reason I do this is I recently connected with this friend on that I don't want to ignore her, and it was there were a lot of situations going on with her, keeping us being able to much more moving away, and the couple of that happened, and I kind of regret it. She's a really good person, and she's a really good friend. I don't like, well, I don't want to know some of the stories that are in her with her. Yeah, there was invented into soldiers, so she's actually the first condition I ever had. To the full commitment that were from my house there, and she I with me all day, like none of my friends go, and sure, and it was a great day. We all sure up all day long, and did a better team briefing, and we went everything looked at that very other people here, you know, but never as it was just we just went up on first con that we would go all over, go to Japan, you know, with fun, and it was hard, you know, to keep in touch. Like, we kept having each other on our phones, and you know, we're safe. We weren't stupid, because you know, we were kidding into bad that happened. Maybe a little story for another day, but yeah, it's kind been thinking in particular. I was 17, and my mother was abhorrently against Amy Cooper said right. And she wanted, you know, she was from that, and she basically got her on there. We weren't dating, you know, there's nothing going on at all. It was just wanted to come for a week ago earlier on. I would have to go pick her up, and you know, she's not really over everyone else. We had that that point, her for 5 people, and we had to be like in stuff like that. It was not my word. Alright, so that was that. Anyway, my mother again, and all this, to me, I had asked my mother, and my mother said, boy, over 70, drove the consistent, don't make a mess. This is about my head, and he left that, and goes, hey, and they're so I even interested there. Yeah, when in school that week, if you excuse me one moment, cats are having fish, I'll be back. And that I got for invite there for them, and I went to real getting on television. So anyway, went to that and we were involved. We didn't have a old friend, a one person friend, just really lovable. We told her that we're aiming to my parents about it, and just like how do your parents know? Like she's there, and you're no, yeah, have a dog out in the room that we I don't know, sorry, cat a little bit attitude, but anyway, I tried to play up my dog. It was a ringer that had a plate over it. We did have a cage and put a plane over it. And he we took her older, would share her with me. Didn't I where my parents and just there, we would just bring her back, you know, all night, and then for more, and we were serving. She did, he had a driver's license, and she believed it for all the 13 or 14 years. No, that's not that's my fault. It's probably about 7 or 8. We were that age. That was one of my favorite stories from mom. That was just the fact that I could be available to believe it. worked we were home for DVD so I mean it never know where we got her. But that friend didn't care, I guess. That's just what it is, you know. Uh, what else? There's that Halloween where we had an awesome thing at school, and had to run up the zombies, and front mom just all out on it. Yeah, the drunk thing. Shut up. I won't eat that right here. He had a amazing looking mommy line. She get there. Just now get there. I really got the bait. The rest is just blah blah. Oh, what if I do something like this? The problem level was too, but I don't know. I can read my handwriting, guys. So anyway, this Halloween, I decided to dress up as a zombie. And if you guys don't know what that is, it's a manga anime series that is unrepeated. This is, oh man, there's not even here. This man, I don't know what happened to it. We're 10 volumes got off. And the whole thing is resent. And, going back, I went to the zombie that had a curse where they had this black thing around their neck. And the zombie, getting ready to zombie was that Rupert went on and cut it off. And that's what I did, I did a zombie and I put a black paper around my neck. And, the only person that understand why I did that is, well, this gentleman here. And, everyone was like, I was a zombie, and, like, you know, kind of for it. She was, just not the time. Tell everybody that it can't, you know, zombie, so, we're to the end, unfortunately, I'm going to go for one more real quick. So, for those of you wondering, we're having a kid, and my other dad's one of them, he's 25 pounds, and he is doing great. I like her, you know, he wasn't being overly into her, and nowadays he just, so attack her, and I'm, dangerous, but there's like clawing at each other's faces and biting each other's faces, and having you around, like it was good, what happened, but it is what it is. Because the main of all this is this month is just really nice, and the regretted blues culture, and the whole relationship, friendship, everything just kind of working out, and I want to do some of that. Just want to put up on house later, and just I don't even know where I thought this was about. I just wanted to share. Send it to the guy, be like, hey, it's free. Wow. I'm just like a I got in later stages and I had the colors because I like to be able to run like this, so I got work needs to go like I guess like that's kind of what the did, and then it's going to be as more detail later, and then the actual finished product, and obviously, but also be combination issues because I'm not going to inherit some of your time opposite details, your articles so they that's what I was just trying to tell, like what I was thinking and I can go in a lot of different styles of overall models all the time. And every but probably for like emphasize that I actually do the final because it's kind of and it doesn't really know that. Real quick. I'm looking for the not the second one, I'm doing the first one. Great, no, I have the character's power, game, appeals to their powers, I guess, and, hers, were already, it was called Dark Verse, and she, have an idea of the light on the side first writing or authors to create because last time I checked when I was getting was when I first time and that's cool and we released a series which is long chapters. Just because the bad patterns don't have the mirror is usually the dream. All picture I just need something it's just different whenever I just work with it on anyway. I only just recently got into digital art history. I knew it years ago. I really got the ability to work with it. I haven't been able to the exact reviews haven't been able to the processing power to perform the way we wanted to. And so we're not a laptop. It had more in a very formal because I was trying to put up but I have scaling high on my written properly. have recently created my computer. That's all I'm doing this right now because I have my whole laptop would not be able to handle it. Let's see, stop that cases, running a screen at the same time. I have this on the way to this band, I forgot that. I don't know where to do that, you know. What I'm talking about, I go ahead kind of like kind of do what I want, and then I make sure how it is, and I check how it is. Then do it. That's better. Like, so far. More than but funny, actually, in high school, I've got that. I'm not in this area. It's not like I graduated. It's more of the you pay me based on your pool, did not in the U.S. kind of thing. It's weird. I mean, yeah, it's right around that. I kind of live in Walter County. It was because he flat out stated shady at work, and so I made a promotion. Oh, there is that good. And not even, and then I literally would make, well, anyway. I only eat like that, like you're thinking and I was researching and I go from there. Some of the things are trying to live in my house. There's that video about you now, on here, and I are doing it, having selected to see that I had left open when I was or on panel. I left on display and used the necklace the appropriate for eating, and it all which is what it is. I had to go back Oscar and looking at it, and until I was in the court for the day. I don't heard about that. Illustrations fit properly. If I don't, that's my fault. want to get a bit of which for human monster or evil. Just anti-human are made by trying to bring my back to life. And they are monsters that will kill people until they are stopped. And it does get stopped will act monster. Oh, human. Alright, here, I should have put a lot of but except for all this thing, I knew or tried to earn plan where I to forget, so I just, with it. Yeah, yeah. That and first, well, I don't want to. Okay, moving on. Get the thing around. And in my oh, I'm like keeping on me. No, I don't control the well, I've got this book. It's called Comics. It's by Scott. If you ever got a get it or read it. It's really cool and very influential in my life and how I treat art and comics. And it has something along the lines of it are seen by people, like there are going to be people that are going to be super close to it and be kind of far away, or it's going to be random, like, okay, you were in a team for America, so you get them by you're making it to a half issue. I feel exactly what you and comic books is longer than like I've had by half, and we're gonna take my question forward. Sorry. But my point is like someone knows a art show like no I can go to their level. No, but it's not. Oh, you know what I mean. Keep it as well. to be able to go and I've been about an hour early. Hey, Ryder, what up? Finger. Come on, we're supposed to do it. I had to pick that out of here. I'm having some issues. I mean, I guess it's wrong that you can tell. Let me see if I can do. Is that any better? I just kind of put it back to some normal settings I had. I had it adjusted on some different app that I was running. And because I keep getting feedback on something. And I don't know what it is. I don't really like that. But I'll figure it out eventually. Hey, kitty. How was your stream? Did you ever do anything in the main quest line? Jeez, 11 hours? That's insane. I don't think I have the kind of stamina for that. I applaud you. I mean, there's several of those, so I'm sure, especially since you were playing on a laptop, right? Oh, that guy, yeah. Oh, that's cool. I've tried to hook my old laptop up to a second monitor before, and it's didn't go so well. Let's do a new layer here, because I want to do this real quick. Well, I mean, it probably works better for gaming. Whenever I would do my
second monitor stuff, I would always be trying to draw, and so it would make my tablet have a half input, if that makes sense. Like, one half would be one monitor, the other half would be the other monitor, and that's hard to monitor and deal with. Oh, come on. Doing so well, too. Hey, Strider, did you refresh? Oh, sorry. I'm trying to keep up with the chat and fix settings. Whenever I try to click Control Z, it makes my pen want to do weird things. There we go. And hide that one. Oh, thanks for the follow, Kitty. So what time is it for you anyway? Hey, that's about the time I woke up this morning. Yeah, I bet. That's it's a pretty long day. Almost 12 hours of streaming too. So since you guys missed it a minute ago, do you guys want me to redo some of the stories that I was telling? So this little piece here is for one of my, well, an acquaintance that I knew back in high school that I lost contact with some time ago, and I recently reconnected, and I was asking her how she was doing and stuff, you know, seeing how her life was and everything like that, just seeing that she was okay. And so I wanted to draw this for her today, and I'm going to put this up on YouTube in a bit after I get done, and send her the link for it. But one of the stories that I remember is that she was my con buddy. Okay, we would go to conventions together, anime conventions, and why isn't that? Oh, that's because that's the eraser. Duh. Need more monster. She was one of the first people that ever went to a con with me, and she was I asked her to stay the night with me one time because we were like 17, and I didn't want to wake up. I didn't want her to wake up super early to where that we could go and get I'm not even following my own sketching here. To where we had to go get her super early, because then it's just more strain on my mother. And so I asked her if she wanted to stay the night, and my mother is one of those southern people, like super religious Southern people and was not having any of it. Like, she was like, no, like, we're not having a girl stay at the house, that's just wrong, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, just go ask your father. So I asked Dad, and Dad's like, son, you're 17. You're old enough to make your own mistakes. Just don't make any mistakes. And he left it at that, and she was able to come over and stay the night. And Mom wasn't very happy about it, but we all had a great weekend because we had like another 3 people we had to pick up too, as well as her, and she was like the farthest out. But after we got back to school that weekend, she had a friend that she was just super gullible about everything, and she asked how she stayed the night without my parents knowing, and we were like, oh, well, see, we have this dog kennel there in the living room that Amy came and stayed the night in. We would put this blanket over it, you know, to make it like the dog was sleeping, and my parents didn't know anything about it. And she believed us for like 6 or 7 years. It wasn't. We even had to like explain it to her about how that was like a stupid thing, and we couldn't believe that she even believed for a minute. Because as I explained earlier, my dad works a weird schedule. He would come home at like before anybody else would get up, and so he would definitely notice that something was weird. Gotta find the right layer that this one's on. There we go. What's really bad is that I just don't have a great memory anymore due to those accidents I was telling you about. And I can't remember a whole lot of stuff from back then. Because I mainly wanted to like sit here today and like reminisce about some of the more fun stories that I had, but then I was getting into it and I realized I really didn't have a lot because I don't remember a lot. I don't want that kind of expression. Sometimes it's just hit and miss, and if I get a expression I like or not. You guys also missed my cats attacking each other. Alright. How so? It's just multiple layers. It's like a cheat sheet. Yeah, he was attacking the little one, the new one. I don't know if she was instigating it or what was going on, but it wasn't good. I got really annoyed. They were actually like clawing at their... They were clawing at each other's faces, is what it amounted to. And I mean, yeah, that's all it is. It's just multiple layers. It took me a long time to be able to do this too, which I'm not even great at it. I think it helps that I have a decent software that actually like mimics a good pen and ink, because I'm used to dip pen, the kind of pens that, you know, you dip into fountain ink and continue on with your life. Eventually I'll find whatever layer that's on. Really? Like, did they draw on the miniatures, or did they, was it just more of a writing kind of thing for it? Because I've never heard of using a pen for working on miniatures like that. Kind of like writing like names or items on a scroll or something. That makes sense. That's pretty cool. Yeah, especially that too, especially if they needed like an insignia or something. That would probably help a lot. I'm trying to do like some touch up. This is what I do whenever I get the inks done, which is why I like this kind of work, because I can touch it up and fine tune it a little bit more than, say, just pens and inks. Makes it look a little cleaner in my opinion. Yeah, I'm gonna do a quick save real quick just in case something happens. It's layer 6, that's what that one is, duh. So have you ever played D&D? Like, Like, I know you were just playing Skyrim. Yeah, I think I remember you telling me yesterday that you hadn't played D&D. Do you think you'd go with kind of the same build you did for Skyrim? These fingers look atrocious. Just redo all that. Redo all that. Well, it's kind of like, as I was saying, it's like Dungeons and or it's like Skyrim in the sense that it's it's all number based and dice roll based, and what the computer in Skyrim is doing whenever you're playing is that it's writing and doing the dice rolls itself while you're playing. So you just have to basically manually do everything else. And then the Dungeon Master, the person who plays as basically God over the realm you're playing in, will tell you if you are successful or if you're unsuccessful, or if you happen to trip and get splinter caught in a place where it don't need to be caught, or if you just screw everybody's lives up and get them thrown into jail for trying to murder a guard when everyone else told you to calm down. That all happened in games that I played. Two of them by the same person. In the same game, too. What's that song name? Bleeding Through the Haven? I just wanted like some chill music for this, and I put on no vocals, but yet it still has vocals in some of them. Nope. Nope. Well, let me see what else I got. see here. It's in here. See, I got EDM. I got rock. I got uplifting, happy music. I got hype music. I got cinematic orchestral music. Synth waves. Talking something like this. You know, if we could start. It's called Drifting to Uncharted something. Alright, so there's that all done. There we go. It's like, why is this not doing the thing I want it to? We'll move this over here. Yep. See, I didn't want to put this kind of music on because I didn't want to put people to sleep. I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, I guess there's a difference in chill and super chill, as it were. So are you going to be on tomorrow? Or today? Time? I guess I'll get an email if you are. Cool, you gonna do more Skyrim? Ooh, Left 4 Dead 2 is fun. Ah, no, bad. Bring back my window. Thank you. Yeah, you'll be doing it on PC, right? Yeah, because I've got it on an Xbox. Old Xbox 360 of mine. I honestly didn't know people still played it. Yeah, I bet people gotta be in the mood for that. They gotta be like, yeah, I really want to play some Left 4 Dead today. Yeah, I might check it out. I might join you. Gosh, stop. I just want to undo. Do not do the thing you usually like to do. It'll bring up like all my tabs at once. Because like, I guess control something is whatever that is supposed to be. There we go. I'm gonna need to change my pin tip here soon. By the feel of it. Dead Island was fun. Got weird in Dead Island too. For me anyway. Now I will tell you, I loved Dead Space. Dead Space was what me and my friends used to play all the time. Especially whenever they came out with Dead Space 3 and they had the co-op stuff. Although Dead Space 3 was the lowest point of the franchise. Dead Space 2 is amazing. I think that was my actual introduction to the series, was Dead Space 2. Kind of like how Kingdom Hearts 2 was the introduction to the series for me. I think I got a couple of games like that too. Well, you should give it a go. You should send me your Steam info so we can play games together sometime. Me and a couple other friends of mine are trying to get Risk of Rain 2 set up to do some streaming. So that'd be fun. Not all the way down there. Nope. Nope. There we go. I've got Risk of Rain on the PS4, and we decided to just do a playthrough. Like, we weren't going to record it or anything. We were just playing the play. And we had the most perfect run ever that you could ever have. Like, final boss in 30 minutes. Could have gone back and we could have gone back several times actually if we wanted to. And we just wanted to go ahead and end it. And then after that we were like, hey, we should record this. And we went back and went to go do it again, but we could not get anything worthwhile out of that. It's pretty sad. It's no big deal. It is what it is. Sometimes you get that perfect run, and sometimes the gods of RNG are just like, nah, not today. Depth? I think I've heard of it. Can you give me an idea of what it's like? Because I think I'm thinking of We Need to Go Deeper. Oh, yeah! Yeah, no, I've heard of it. No, I haven't played it before. I mean, I don't mind if you want to, I probably would. Yeah, yeah. And then you try and eat everybody. Just as a disclaimer, this is like my first time I've actually had like the ability to have this kind of setup. So I mean, I had a couple of games on Steam, but they weren't really amounting to much. Yeah, I just recently went out and bought a new gaming computer. So like I've got a decent thing, and I've got a 36-inch screen for a monitor right now. Mostly for stuff like this. And 200 games, jeez. I think I've got 42, maybe. Yeah, it's my old TV, and then I've got a friend of mine giving me a 32-inch TV for a dual screen, which I don't know if I need now with that new overlay I got. I mean, yeah, being like having 200 games, but not having like anyone to really play, especially like the multiplayer stuff, I bet that could get hard and tedious to do. Yeah. Have you seen that game that's on Steam called PC Building Simulator? It's called PC Building Simulator. It can like they actually have like sponsored products from like Nvidia and Intel and stuff like that to let you build a PC in the game, and you can actually like see how much it would cost in real time and stuff like that. Well, it looks cool. That's nice. Yeah, I've got that on my wish list right now because I thought it'd be fun to play. Yeah, I bet it's probably about to cut. I'll be so glad whenever I can move and get out of this situation. Cool, cool. Checking a couple of things real quick. Alright. Looks like I'm still going. So, that's good. Sometimes it's hard finding the right colors, so go make my own. Need to make that bigger. Just now, for those of you watching at home on YouTube, on stream, don't do what I do. I color things in a specific way because I know that this works for me. This isn't what works for everybody. This isn't really the right way to do it. So I'm just going to keep doing it. I used to be a graphic artist by trade, but I didn't ever work with illustration software. I just worked with like editing software like CorelDRAW and Photoshop. And we would just take like pre-made pictures or clip arts and stuff like that and turn them into designs for people. That's essentially what that amounted to. And so I never really learned like good ways of doing this. You know, I'm entirely self-taught. My art teacher said I would amount to nothing while I was in high school, so never got any help from her. Should probably clear that layer out. Let's see here. bit of that in here. So then I'll take and add some blue into it. So you finding any fun games? Yeah, I haven't really found a lot of, oh man, I haven't really found a lot of good stuff on sale right now. I guess they got Civ 6 on sale right now. And for those of you who are watching to date this, if you go to the PlayStation Store right now, you can get the first season of My Hero Academia for free until May 15th. Not entirely sure why, it's just an ad I saw online, and I checked it out last night, and it's true, and now I've got it, so those of you listening who are interested, you know, go check that out. Yeah, you're not wrong, there is crap all on sale right now. Even for the PS4 Golden Week sale, there's not really too much. I did get the Nonary games, however, on sale for like $10. It's like a $50 game. Hey, that's perfectly fine. I'm glad you stopped in. And I hope you... Yeah, I know. Good sales are nice, but they're few and far between, aren't they? Hope you have a lovely night, and I'll try to catch you on your stream whenever you get back on, okay? There. Got that done. Bye. Well, this is coming along a lot nicer than I thought it was going to originally. Well, not that I thought it was going to be bad, I just, like I started out saying, I didn't have a plan at all. missed some of that. Oh. I was already pulled out too far. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to do that too in that same color. Eyedropper, where are you? There you are. It's like a feature I don't really use all that often. I really like to use the transparent watercolor because I like to be able to take it from like that and make it all level. It's kind of nice. It's a nice effect that I enjoy. Other than that, I'll probably use the spray brush. To color a couple of things. Nice. Let's go for this color. Kind of like a dark reddish. Some of them, I mean, their colors vary. Just gonna do this now. You know what would be easier? This. Just get all of it. Take out whatever I don't want. Cool. This is why I said don't ever do what I do whenever I color, because I kind of know what I'm doing, and I really don't know what I'm doing. It's kind of a hit and miss for me, if it's gonna work out right, like I want it to. So the main reason I really like using the watercolor is just to drag the colors out a little bit and give it kind of a watercolored washed look. I kind of really enjoy the way that looks as opposed to marker and harsh color. I like to be able to see like the gradients here in the hair, and I mean even like the differences in the reds here, even though it was mostly just one big brush stroke. It's all different and shady. I kind of really like that effect. I didn't finish the side of the cannon. Wow. That's on me. Okay. got some of that. Back in here. Need to erase. That's not the right button. Need to erase you. I need to erase. Oh, that's why I didn't have the layer selected. That's my fault again. And you. There we go. Turn this back to black. Alright, we're getting there. It's getting there. Pretty happy with it so far. I can... Oh, not that. I need to do this. There's a couple of spots. Sometimes it's so light whenever I'm zoomed out that I don't actually like see where the color ends. So I'll miss a couple of spots. Which is why I do stuff like this and I zoom in and double check. And it sounds like I got something stuck in my throat. Excuse me. And we're gonna go for a spray paint now. A nice soft spray paint at that. The hand came back. Where did the hand come from? Well, this is a mystery. Oh, that's why. Okay. Yeah, keep that out there. I thought that was weird for a second. And this is going to go under these. Then I kind of like this too because I can create that kind of smoky effect while it's here. You can kind of have a little bit more depth than just what it originally was sketched out to have. And darken 30. There it goes. There we go. Let's starting to look like I really wanted it to. Then we're going to do the skin tone. Did all that on the same layer, which is fine, because I wanted it to be conglomerated anyway. So we're going to bring that up here and try and find a nice light skin tone. Actually, there we go. Forgot I had that for a second. I got the Copic marker download that somebody had. It was up on DeviantArt. They made a Copic marker color match thing, and I use this thing religiously because I used Copics for every traditional piece I did. I love their markers, and I mean, this isn't sponsored at all, but just, you know, they're good markers. They last for a while, and now like other places are coming out with similar kind of markers, which is fine, but they will never be Copics to me. I'm sorry, I get kind of distracted whenever I get focused on something like this. It's kind of how it should be, you know. You should always try and focus on what you're working on, whether it be schoolwork, home, yard work, home repairs, whatever it is you're doing. Just, you know, give it your all, and then you can come back and do whatever you want later. Cool. This is turning out really nice. It's nicer than it did a minute ago. So let's go back up here. Oh. Wait. That's why. There we go. Had it on the color burn setting. This is also a learning process for me too, because I don't usually mess with some of these settings. I just kind of draw black and white, leave it at that. I need to go back into that too and redo that while I'm at it. The green down there in that other boot that I missed, which is fine. That's an easy fix. Probably bring this down so I can get some of this. Miss the entire mini skirt too. There we go. I don't think I was doing anything. Okay. Well, off to the erasing. Ah! It'd also help if I had like a pure sample of that green to use the eyedropper on instead of having to go with a contaminated sample with all this black in it. I think that needs to be white anyway. And this got all over the place. I guess that's what happens when I spray paint. I'm not a spray paint artist. Though I did do one piece of spray paint work once. I did a decal on one of my sketchbooks with a stencil I cut out of a piece of paper of mine and spray paint. And it turned out okay. I mean, it wasn't amazing. It's just a little decal, and even then it kind of messed up. The flap of the paper lifted up where it shouldn't have whenever I sprayed it, and it got all over what it shouldn't have gotten all over, which happens. Like I said, I'm not a spray paint artist, and I don't really know how to work with spray paint. I just know it sprays paint. So for anyone out there who does do spray paint art, like, I applaud you. That is something I am not terribly familiar with. Cool. We're getting there. Probably in the next 20 minutes or so it should be just about done. do this and get our eyedropper for this. Go back to the watercolor to do this. I kind of want to add probably right there. There we go. Come back to that, go back to the watercolor. I'm just kind of narrating what I'm doing at this point because I'm trying to figure it out as I go and how I want it to be. So has anyone seen any good movies lately? This is honestly one of the most extensive projects I've done in a while. I've got another project over here sitting on my desk for another friend I've got to do for her birthday that was like a while ago. Let's see here. I keep finding pieces of black I missed. There we go. Oh yeah, a little bit of a cool gray right here around. I was wanting to do screen tone for this, but I decided against it. I wanted to do this to where I can do this, and it looks just kind of a little better, in my opinion. This is like the minute detail stage at this point. Honestly, I think I've just figured out something about how to color more. Eyedropper. I know I went with the soft there. Cool. Let's see how that looks. Oh yeah, that looks pretty nice. I do have to finish that Akuma tentacle though, or cannon, whatever it is. There we go. Yeah, looks pretty nice. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to save all that, and I'm going to put everything on an intermission for the moment. And I'll probably come back and we might play some more Pokemon Emerald, or we will move on into something else. So we'll find out. For everyone who's joined me so far, thank you for joining me, and I'm hoping you're having a good day, and I'll see you guys in a minute.